Happy Friday Eve, y'all. Once again, another week has flown by. Hopefully everybody's had a good week. Okay, let's see. Yay, here we go. Perfect. Here we go. Okay, you guys, this is a collection that I'm going to be doing today. As you guys come on, if you could say hello, that way I know you guys can hear me. Let me pin this down here. Beautiful. Now I gotta go there and do there. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Hey, Dee. Hey, Tina. Karen. There we go. Okay, you guys. Figured out the pin situation. Got that going on now. So this is a collection, you guys. And if you guys were here on Tuesday, you guys saw that I did a mesh wreath with this cutie pie. Hey, Tracy. Super cute. So we wanted to do a this or that. So we're going to put it on a grapevine. That way you guys can see different ways. Hi, Neor. Sent you a couple times. So excited. Started with the blank canvas. The kind of tutorials I need. I like to watch something from scratch. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome, welcome. Love to have you. So yeah. So this is a collection, you guys. This is not a kit. So let's have some fun with this. So what I'm going to be using is, obviously, Pretty Sign. Then I picked up, look how cute that is. Snowy Drift, red, very simple, but it's going to put it all together. Then I grabbed 3 of these. Super gorgeous, flocked. And I grabbed, hey Barbara, 3 of these. As you can see, it's got what looks like a little lamb's ear, then some other stuff here. It's like 3 different types of greenery and super inexpensive. I believe these are the ones that are $3.95. So super, super cute. So I grabbed 3 of those. So we're going to be doing that. So I've been getting a lot of questions on how do you put your signs on your grapevine wreath? What? You know. So today's the day I'm going to show you guys. First of all, whenever you guys do grapevines, make sure you go through, and as you can see, it looks grapeviney, right? I only trim off anything that's going to scratch a door. Other than that, it's a grapevine, okay? Does not need to be perfect. So, and as you can see, this sign already has a hole on top and a hole on the bottom. Ooh, let me take my little tag here off. I always take the tags off, even though it's going to go towards the back, you guys. So super fun. Hey! Been wrapped up with seasonal transition at the boutique all week. Oh, yeah. Yep, and it is definitely right, because it's officially Halloween. So we're at Halloween right now. Hey, Internet. But we're actually now, I've still got Halloween orders coming in. And, you know, they're last minute, but we're getting them out of there. I'm working on getting everything out. But it's really full steam ahead for Christmas now. So, yeah. So we're kind of in that phase, right? And then there's fall. So all the fun stuff is here. It's here. Like it's officially here. Okay, guys. So you saw the sign, you saw the little holes. So now, if I'm going to put this on a mesh wreath, I use usually a pipe cleaner. If I've got small zip ties, thin zip ties, I'll use a zip tie. We're going to put this onto a grapevine, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it about there, but I'm going to fill the rest of this, okay? Because I did get those sprays, and they're very nice and full and big. So, you see that? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to use covered wire. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. So I'm going to use covered wire to attach this. Yeah, it's all the fun Christmas stuff. It is here, friends. It is here. And all we're going to do is we're going to put, let me show you what I do. It's your first time watching, Nancy? Hello, hello, welcome. Okay, you're going to put it through the hole. And then usually what I do is I will take it here and I'll give it a twist. Okay, couple of twists. And then we're going to do the same thing at the top. Welcome. If you guys make sure you're following the page here, that way you guys know when we go live. Also, if you guys do not know who I am, my name is Sonia Thompson. I'm the owner of the Red Rustic Rose, and I collab with the Wreath Shop here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So go follow my page too, please. Okay, so we get it there. Once again, I give it a couple of twists. And now we're good. Now our sign is going to be ready to be put on. Now, when I put it through the mesh, here's a little trick when you use covered wire. I bend it. So you know how it's flat? Hold on. Let me bend it and then I'll show you. So you take it and you bend it. So you're like that. That way, when you're trying to push it through your grapevine, it's not getting stuck and your paper isn't coming off. So, we set about there. So we're going to push it through the grapevine. You should be able to feel it. There we are. And then we're just going to give it a twist. Okay? Now we're going to come up here and we're going to do the same thing. Push it through the grapevine. I always push it through the grapevine, not around. Okay? That way if anything happens to your wire, anything goes on, it's not just going to plop off. It's got to work its way out. Okay? Now you can see that's nice and tight on there. Okay? And now what I do is, so I've got the wire back here, right? And see how covered wire? You can't really see it because of the grapevine, it's the same color. So I just twist, fold it, and then tuck it into the grapevine. That's it. Same thing over here. I like to make sure that I've got it as tight as I want it. Okay? And we're just pushing it into that grapevine. And that's it. You're good to go. So now you see how that's going to shift the weight. I still keep saying I'm going to get a new... So usually when I work on my wreaths, I actually have a stand that I put them on. So I don't usually work on a wreath hanger because they are lighter weight at the bottom. So see? So this is what you're looking at. You've got your sign there. Now we're going to start adding another new Nancy. Hello. Hello to the Nancys. Glad to have you guys. If you don't know who I am Sonia Thompson. I'm the owner of the Red Rustic Rose. Collab with the Wreath Shop here Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we are making a grapevine. So look how big this is, you guys. This thing is huge. Okay? So you can leave it on like this. Or we're probably going to end up pulling some of these off. So we're going to see how it goes. I do like to move them around, kind of move my stuff around. So the other thing that I'm going to do, you see how your grapevine curves? You're going to be bending this a little bit, okay? I like it to go with the flow of my grapevine. So if you notice, it's got a little curve to it. And this is awfully long, so we are going to end up cutting this shorter, but I don't do that until I've bent that because it just makes it a lot easier. Hey, Scarlett. Hey, Kathy Ann. Okay? So this is what we're going for, like this. Now, if this starts getting too much in front of the sign, I may pull some of these off, and we may end up putting them in a different spot, okay? Because it is very flowy. So we're doing some of this, and we're covering most of this. The goal is to cover most of this wreath. So all we're going to do now is we've got that in there. We're going to come over here to the grapevine, and we're going to push it through the grapevine. Okay? And then what we're going to do is, where we put it there, we're going to actually add a zip tie right here. Hey, Nikki. You guys, I did wear black again as I'm working with something super flocked in my true fashion. Why didn't I wear something white? Nah, why not? We're gonna live dangerously today. Okay, and we're putting that through. I'm holding it, and you're just waiting for those little teeth. There we are. We're hearing them. Come on, buddy. Okay. This is where you start kind of moving your little stems around how you want them. Okay, see how that's going to kind of cover that a little bit? I'm probably going to chop this one off because it's covering a lot of that sign, and it's a super cute sign. So there we go. But I've got all this other, okay? Don't worry, this will not be wasted. It will be used. Okay? And I've got 3 of these. This is only one. How did I get into wreath making? So I moved to Texas, and I went shopping for a wreath, and I couldn't find something that I liked. And then I said, you know what? I can make that. And then I started from there. Hey, Amber. Nice to see you, girl. And then I opened my own Etsy shop. And that was 6 years ago and 6,500 sales later. So it's been okay. Been very happy. A lot of work, you guys. But wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, so I pulled this off, but a little piece stuck on there. Okay, where'd it go? No, that's stuck on there. Okay, it's okay. So sometimes the little plastic, you can't get it out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this piece, right? And we're going to put it in here. And that's going to help with this here because I am trying to cover my entire wreath here. Okay? Yeah, and then I met Sarah from the wreath shop. And I've never used a grapevine wreath. What? It's from the open net. Yes. Yes. Is. I'm going to tell you, when I started doing my Etsy shop. Hey, Teresa. Just got in. Nice. I literally I didn't even think about it. I didn't overthink it. Like, literally, I just said, I'm just going to open an Etsy shop. I just did it. Sometimes that's the best way. You just don't overthink it. You just do it. Okay, so we're going to pull some of these, probably. Teresa, what do I tell you? You're never late, girl. You're never late. Okay, so we're going to, same thing. So now what we're going to do, obviously, is because the wreath goes this way. Now we're gonna bend this the opposite way. Okay. I was her customer. I started doing the wreath thing, and it turns out the wreath shop is 15 minutes away from my house. It was so funny. And then I started going in there shopping, or picking up my orders, and then we just kind of got to talking, and here we are. So it's kind of funny. Okay, if you notice here, we're filling this in. So I'm going to put this down just a little lower. And it's okay if you see a gap here because we've got a third one. And as you can see, there is tons of tons of pieces on here. So we're going to fill that in. Now I'm going to hold it right there, and I'm going to use a zip tie right there to hold it in. Yeah, so we became friends. And now I come on here twice a week. So yeah. You never know. There was like no plan to do this. I don't know, just did it. So if you are worried about it, don't worry about it. Just do it. Just do it. I had to hurry because grapevines are one of my favorite to work with. I love grapevines. Mesh or grapevines, I will tell you, as much, and I like doing mesh, no problem, but I love grapevines. Grapevines are my thing. That is actually the first types of wreaths I started making. I love grapevines. A hint, if you use greenery and the little sticks you have left over, save them, because then you can create your own little stems. Okay? Make sure you use glue in there. So we're going to kind of, so if you notice, this is very flowy, and we're trying to make sure that it's all over the place here. There's a lot of pieces in this. Yeah, grapevines. And I think what's funny is, I think because I started out making grapevines, a lot of people say that they're scared making grapevines. Me, it was the opposite. It was like, oh, it was the mesh is the one that I had to learn. The grapevines just kind of made sense to me. So yeah, my passion is definitely grapevines. Those are my jam, man. Yeah. Now I feel pretty good doing all the ones. I do all the different stuff. Do a little bit of everything. So you guys, this is the third stem. Now we're going to come in here, and this is the one we're going to tear apart, and we're going to start filling this in. Okay? I mean, look, that's just one piece. But this has just got so many pieces in it. So what you're going to want to do is, look how much that covers. So we got a lot. Hey, Tracy. So we're coming in here. Glue. Don't ever skimp on your glue. Use a good amount of glue. Okay? Glue is your friend. Get that in there. Sometimes you gotta hold it a little bit. It's okay. Don't worry. And if it's really unruly, you can put a little zip tie. And you'll be good. But sometimes I don't have to do zip ties because I'm adding other pieces that hold it in. Oh yeah. It's fun doing both. I really enjoyed both. But grapevines, that's my thing. I love. Give me some florals. Give me a grapevine. Oh, yeah. That is all day for me. I can design for days on grapevines. Okay, and we're just cutting this, and we're just filling in that gap. And I'm flopped. Now, if you notice when I'm doing this, I am making sure that I'm filling in all these spaces here, right? So you want to make sure, like right there, there's a little gap. So we're going to put something there. Also, I put that glue in, but the flock got in the way. So I always have a gun on hand too to kind of throw a little bit in there. So we're good. Yeah, and a lot of it too, I think what it is sometimes we kind of get caught up in, oh, should I do it this way or that way? I realized that when you do your stuff, don't overthink it. The more you overthink it, it actually makes it harder. That has been my experience with things. It's like, just go for it. Then you learn to trust your gut on designs. And the other thing is, remember, not everybody is going to like your stuff. And that's okay. You know, it's like not everybody likes chocolate. Some people like vanilla. It's the same thing. So don't get caught up on that. Don't get discouraged. Oh, Gorilla Glue sticks. That is the only glue I will use. Only glue I will use. Yeah, don't, that is one thing I will tell you. Don't ever skimp on glue. Don't try and buy cheap little glue. Nope. Because if you do end up selling your wreaths and you sell it to somebody and their stuff falls off, that will not be good, friends. And no amount of saved money will make up for that. Thank you, Amber. Okay, so we're coming in and we're just filling in all these little spaces here because we're trying to make sure, right? So look how full that is. That is two and a quarter, right? We're going to put a couple more up here, but look how thick that is. That is like, hello. And we've got our sign. We've got our sign right there. We're going to do berries. Girls, I am flopped. Flopped. Get that off. This is super pretty. And if you notice on one side, it's really flocked. And then on the other side, it's not as flocked. It's a little bit lighter. And sometimes I'll alternate which sides I use to kind of get a little bit different textures. I know, it's so full. Ooh, hello, don't do that. This wants to fight me. There we go. Of course. You guys remember, this is a collection. It is pinned at the bottom. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, look how snowy this is, right? We wanted to go with snowy because we're talking about Snowman here. So we're trying to make sure that... And remember, it's okay if you can see the grapevine. It is totally fine. So you see how some are a little bit thicker, some are a little bit thinner on the flock. It's totally fine. It gives you different textures. Okay, so that's what we got. So we still have all this left. I always leave a little bit aside because sometimes when I go to take a picture, you can find like a spot like, ooh, looks a little bald right there. Let's fix that. So that's why I do that. Let me move this over so you guys can see it against the black a little bit better. So see how full that is? Okay. Also, when you're putting these in, make sure that you just don't fan them. Make sure that they're coming at you, right? You know, I'm probably going to put another little piece right there. Because that one right there. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So that's what we got going on there. Now we're going to come in with these. Okay. I got 3 of these. So I got 3 of the big ones and 3 of the smaller ones. Y'all, I'm waiting to have flock on my eyelashes, so it looks like I flocked my eyelashes. So this is really pretty. If you can see, it's kind of snowy and glittery at the same time. And it does have 3 different types of greenery. Okay? If you can see it there. So it's got this longer one. It's got this one here. And then it's got this that almost looks... Hey, Tamika. Oh, How was your day, Tanika? It's almost Friday, girl. Almost Friday. Telling you. Okay. Coming in and bring this in here. So we're going to do... So here's a hint on these. So when I put this in, you see how this piece is longer? I will put it facing in this direction so it comes out this way. And the shorter piece will go towards the inside. It is Happy Friday Eve, you guys. Once again, same thing. I'm bending it just slightly. Let's see, where do we want this? I think we're going to put this right around here. Yeah, we're going to put that right there. Oh, there's a piece of grapevine there. Oh, that's a good spot. Okay. So we're moving these around. Kind of bringing that there. We're going to pull this out. I'm going to show you guys in a minute why. I was busy with grade. Yes. So I want this to come down a little further here. Okay. Now I put that there. I didn't put any glue before I put it on, which I should have, but I found a really good spot. I don't want to lose my spot there, so put it in and then just add some glue. The other thing is sometimes I will take my needle nose and I'll bend that down a little bit to see. It does that bit. Okay? Hold it and then bend how you want. Makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, right? It's like trying to finish out the week here. Okay, and like I said, we got 3 of these. Coming in. Whenever these are covered in paper, you guys, take the time to use your scissors to cut them off, or else you're going to peel off your covering there, which you don't want to do. There we are. Okay, we're going to put one up here at the top. Once again, we're going to put our longer piece towards the outside. There's actually two berry things here. Okay, let's, if they're stuck together, just cut wherever they're stuck. That way they fan out a little bit more. Okay? End up moving that. Okay. Same thing. So we're going to put this up here, but we're obviously going to, once again, bend. You want to arch it a little bit. It makes it easier to put into your grapevine as well. This time we're putting the glue in. And we're going to put it right around here. Make sure you're pushing it into the grapevine. There we are. Okay. Sure we got that covered there. Once again, we're pulling in the smaller piece towards the inside and the taller piece towards the outside. Okay? Same thing, we're going to take our needle nose, we're going to hold it right there, and then we're going to push it, and that's going to bend it just slightly. Okay? Then we're going to add another one. We're going to cut this one up to put it. You did an order at the reshow? Nice. Yo, I told you. I feel like like my eyelashes are getting flocked. So I usually put the first two in as one piece, and then the other ones I will tend to take apart. The last third one I usually take apart. And I use that usually with the picks, and I do it with sprays. So we're going to take a little bit of this. Now, these picks are really inexpensive. You could use 3 or 4 of these. I grabbed 3. You could even use another one. So I'm just putting some of this greenery around here. Thank you. Yeah, go check them out. Go check out the Wreath shop. She's adding a lot of new stuff is coming in. I think we got there's another order coming in. Okay, once again, you guys, I am making sure I'm putting some of the greenery on the inside as well. How long have I done live videos? Okay, so the live videos started way after, because I will tell you right now, be totally transparent, I was scared to death to do a live. I did not do a live until I'd had a Wreath shop for at least 3 years. At least 3 years. I was like, nope, not me, friend. I ain't going live. No way. I can't even tell you why. Like, now it seems so silly. But it is scary. You know, that's one of those things they always say, it's like you're your own worst enemy. It is totally true. I don't know what I was scared of. Now I'm like, whatever. But it is. It's like one of those, because you're putting yourself out there. But I've been doing the lives now for about 3 years. About 3 years. So I'm going to put this piece out here. But yeah, I was scared to death. I was like, nope, no way. Nope, not happening. My husband's like, just go live. I'm like, nope. Seriously, you could have asked me to do just about anything else. Okay, you guys, so I'm pulling that off because I have greenery here, I have greenery there, but I need another greenery piece in here, okay? I have greenery there, so I want to make sure I have like a little gap right here. So I took that off and I'm going to add it right here. Yeah, I was scared to death. Could not for anything. It was so silly. Really, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. And you're going to mess up. I'm going to tell you. You're going to mess up. You're going to forget something. You're not. And at first it's really weird because you're like, because you feel like you're talking to yourself. But I mean, I talked to myself already, so that shouldn't have been an issue. But it's scary. You're kind of putting yourself out there. All right? Like, what am I doing? You know? And then after a while, it's like, okay, I don't know what I was so nervous about. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. But no, it absolutely is. It absolutely is one of those things that you're like, But, I mean, ask my friends or ask anybody who knows me, you know, in person. I'm not shy. But just something about going live. Okay, so we got the berries here. Obviously, we've got a couple berries that we're going to spread out through here, you guys. Yeah, it just was, you know, it's nerve-wracking. What do they say? That's like the biggest fear for most people is, you know, public speaking. I mean, this is essentially public speaking. But, I don't know. Yeah, it's scary. It's okay. And I'm telling, I messed up. I know, you know, it's fine. And you just get better with practice. And then after a while, it's just, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get people that are going to say unkind things sometimes, and you just got to, you know, just let it go. Just let it go. You know? But it's okay. Okay, we're going to put about right here. But you see how I have berries here? I have berries up here. So we kind of got our berries spread out. But we're going to put about right here. So yeah, I'm so scared of people being mean to me. I'm not the best parent, and I would shut the first mean comment. You know what's funny? The first time I had a mean comment, I thought, oh my God, someone says something mean, I'm gonna be like, oh. But then I thought about, and as a person in person, if someone says something to me mean to me, I'm like, oh heck no. So I don't know why I thought I was gonna be like, oh. Thanks, Diana. I use covered wire. If you go back and watch the replay at the very beginning, I actually did it and showed it because I've had a lot of people asking. So yeah, so it is one of those things. I was like, just swipe, friend, just swipe. But no, you do. You forget. I will tell you right now. It's not like you go into it being perfect, and I mess up all the time now. You know, it's just. I'm like, fine, judge me. I thought we were going to be friends. But yeah, and it's okay, because here's the thing. This is the way I think about it now. Introduce me to the perfect person. I have not met the perfect person. I don't know the perfect person that doesn't ever mess up or do something wrong or something or other, you know. So that's my view on that. My view on that is if you can only control what you're going to do. So if someone has something mean to say, that's what the Facebook gods made block for. Okay, you just block them. I'm like, move on, people. Okay, so we're gonna do nice loopy tails, right? Keep moving on. And I will sometimes just ignore it. I block it, ignore it. I don't even, acknowledge it. It's like, whatever. I'm not for you, friend. I'm not for you. You you obviously wanted strawberry, but I was vanilla. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna do a 16-inch tail, you guys. Yeah. And that's the way you gotta think about it. If you were somewhere and someone said something mean, you'd be like, whatever. So 16-inch tail, and we're gonna let's do a 6.5-inch loop. Right? Everybody likes something different. So 6.5. So we're gonna do 2 on each side, you guys. Yeah, I always think that's funny. Or I always think it's funny when people stop and they make mean comments, and I'm thinking, if I didn't like something, I would just, oh no, it's met right there. Okay. So this will happen sometimes where the ribbons are fused together. That was from the factory, no big deal. We will cut, throw that in there. Welcome, Janet. Hey, Sabrina. So we're gonna, it's fine, it's totally fine. So all you're gonna do is pinch it. You cut it off there, pinch this down. We're gonna match this tail, and we're gonna add another loop up there. And that just covers that little spot there. No biggie. Sometimes the ribbons come fused like that from the factory. Happens all the time. Now, when it happens to the 4-inch, it breaks my heart. I'm like, no, why? Or fused ribbon? No. Okay, so we're going to do a tail here, 6-inch. Then we're going to do, so we did this at 6.5. We're going to do this at 5. Welcome, welcome. This is a collection, you guys. Remember, it is pinned at the bottom. It'll take you right over all the stuff I'm using. Thanks, Annette. I just got this. I thought it was so cute. Okay, so we got one tail up. We're going to bring this down, and this is just going to be, that looks like 10 inches. So the first one was 18, this one's 10. Now we're just going to do one little loop in the center. We're going to do, as I like to call it, a bubble. It's a bubble. So our tail is just going to be about 6 inches long. We're going to do a little bubble that's 3 inches. And then this tail is going to be about 5. All you're doing with this is you're just making it a little bit shorter than that one. And I thought it was just the cutest. I'm a sucker for cute shirts. I probably have 100 little shirts, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, put your pin in. Oh, zip tie. So I'm a zip tie person. If you guys have not seen me before, you guys can use pipe cleaners or wire. I use zip ties. Okay? Make sure when you take this out, you put finger on one side, thumb on the other, you squeeze. You do not lift this until you are sure. And the 49ers, how they doing? How are they doing? Until you've got a nice grip, okay? And you just lift straight up. Now, the reason why you put your finger and your thumb there is because it creates a natural little channel, so you don't have to move your fingers around to put either your zip tie or your pipe cleaner or your wire. Okay, and I just wait, hear it zip a little bit. Then I come back here and I put my other zip tie in the back. That's what I'm going to use to attach it to the grapevine. 7-0. 7-0, you're winning. Are we cheering for the 49ers? That's all I need to know. Are you happy right now with the results of that? So we're just spreading that out. Now, we're not giving it an extra big tug because remember, we did cut that little piece. Ooh, I cut that a little bit shorter than I thought. What the heck? It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. So here's you have not, and this is why you don't tighten it all the way, because then you can just still kind of adjust that a little bit. See, now it's a little longer. You prefer zip? I prefer zip ties all day long. Now we're going to tighten that. And we're going to cut. For me, it's way more secure. So you're happy. Good. Good. So now we're going to, and this is, so here's our cutesy bow. Look how cute that is. That's what she said. So now we're going to come in and we're going to put this right here. When you attach this, you are pushing it through the grapevine, okay? Not around the grapevine. You're pushing it through the grapevine. And that's just to make sure that if for any reason your zip tie or your pipe cleaner comes undone, something happens, it doesn't just plop off. Push that through. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Nope. Maybe. Oh, okay, there we go. Sometimes it's a struggle. Sometimes you'll need your needle nose. Ooh, there we go. There's a zip. And all I'm doing is waiting for it to zip. That means it's on there, and I don't tighten it all the way till I'm completely done with my design. Okay? So now, we've got berries here, we've got berries here, we've got berries up here, and we've got our red bow. See how pretty that is, you guys? Look at our snowy goodness. Okay? Got our sign. You can see how cute that is. And then we've got all our flocked greenery. We've got berries, right? Nice, cute bow. It brings in all the red out of the sign. And then our snowy little berries. Okay, there we go, you guys. So that is it for tonight. You guys remember, this is a collection. It is pinned at the bottom. Thank you, everyone. I'll clean this up, take a nice picture. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, guys. Right? It's just snowy goodness. Beautiful snowy goodness. Teresa. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Make sure, as I said before, make sure you guys are following the page here. the Wreath Shop, and then go over and follow my page, The Red Rustic Rose. I will be back on Tuesday. I'm not sure what kind of Christmas goodness we're making, but we're doing something. We're doing something. I know in the next probably couple of weeks, we're just not going to be doing grapevines and mesh. I also want to do like some centerpieces. We're probably going to do some lantern swags, things like that. So don't worry. There's all kinds of different stuff that's going to be coming up, different things to help decorate for, for your home and all that stuff. Okay, you guys? So everybody, hey Cindy, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye, guys.